In the middle of the Space Center bombing trial, we had another bombing incident. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. This one destroyed courtroom number 4. Furthermore, Apollo suffered massive injuries from being there when the bomb went off. Unfortunately, Juniper Woods was fingered as the courtroom bomber, which is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Athena and I knew she had to be innocent, so we took her case on. We managed to clear Ms. Wood's name. But Apollo sustained further injuries when he was attacked by Ted Tonate. Knocked Apollo unconscious, man. It was not cool. Not cool at all. Alright, y'all. December 19th, 3:21 p.m. Write Anything Agency. Welcome back, everybody, to some more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. We're back. Welcome in. It's time for more of Case 4, which is nice that I picked it up here because the first part of Case 4 was actually doing the trial that was going on when the bombing happened back in Case 1 in this game. So that was nice. We got to play that little part. Then it was interrupted by the bombing stuff from Case 1. We did the whole trial with the Case 1, blah, blah, blah. And then this is probably the aftermath of that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens now. We've built up all this other backstory stuff. Let's see what it culminates in. I mean, we got Case 4 and 5 to go to really culminate the rest of this story here for this video game. So let's check out what we got going on here, because I'm excited to see what happens with this whole bombing incident back at the Space Center. I'm also wondering if the bomb guy is involved with both cases. I bet you they're going to try and pin it on him, but I bet you he also is not the main... We already know he's not the main culprit. We're already pretty sure that the person who runs the Space Center, which I already forgot their name, has to be in on it. Especially since they're the only one alive at this point. Or alive or not arrested who might have been involved, right? I mean, obviously there's the Rocket Head guy who's the one who's being blamed for the whole thing, but we don't think it's him. Obviously we're defending him. But yeah, the homie is dead. You know, Apollo's homie is dead. The detective lady, she's dead. She was involved, but she's dead. And then obviously there's the bombing guy, which we don't even know that he was there. We just assume he's going to be involved because of the bombs. And he's definitely arrested now. So, yeah. There's only one other person available to be a part of this. So we haven't met yet. I forget their name, but it was basically the person who runs the Space Center, if I remember correctly. Took me long enough. I know, right, Morrow? I know. I was just explaining how I was doing stuff around the house, and I got dinner cooking now in the crock pot and all that good stuff. So now I'm ready to start, and we're here, and we're doing it, and Case 4 continues, so let's do it. Apollo's a tough guy, but this is taking its toll on him. Yeah, poor guy. Being attacked by Tonate like that on top of all those other injuries. I wonder if, since we're in first-person mode with Phoenix here, I wonder if he's going to take over the case like the rest of the trial. That could be interesting. I guess we'll have to see. Because Apollo got fucked up. Yeah. Apollo's resting at the nearby Hickfield Clinic. Oh no, he's at Hickfield Clinic? Don't be there. Don't be there. I've had some experience with that place myself. Yeah, you have. Too much, if you ask me. What an awful turn of events. I never thought he'd land in a hospital of all places. You must miss him too, huh? Now that you don't have anybody to tease. Don't worry. He's young. He'll heal quickly and be back before you know it. It's been a while since I last saw Trucy look so down. I know, right? What happened to Apollo? So, I don't know what happened to his eye, Morrow, because his eye apparently got fucked up before all of this. But, in the first case of this game, there was a bombing that happened in the courtroom during Apollo's trial, and he got messed up from that. And then we had to basically take on the case to figure out who did the bombing in the first case. And then at the end of or during that trial, somebody knocked Apollo the fuck out because he was like investigating what the bombing stuff, and then somebody knocked him the fuck out with a rock over his head. We already know who did it. It was the guy who actually was the culprit in the first case and knocked him over the head, basically. And so Apollo's all fucked up. He got hurt from the explosion. He got clonked on the head. So now he's in the hospital from that. And this is all the aftermath from that first trial now. We've kind of come full circle after a few other side cases that happened, like flashback cases that already happened in case 2 and 3. Hey, what's up, Tara? Funky tacos. No, we're doing tacos tomorrow. But today we're doing... Well, I say tacos tomorrow because it's Taco Tuesday. We're not doing tacos, probably. Well, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. But either way, it's quesadilla night. Chicken quesadillas. Hell yeah. Anyway, it's been a while since I last saw Trucy look so down. Indeed. Trucy really hasn't been a big part of this game, which, you know, as silly as she is, I'm surprised she hasn't been involved in a case yet. But we still have 2 more cases to go and a DLC case, so we'll see. We'll see. We won the court case, yet nobody feels much like celebrating. No burgers for us. Apollo's fucked up. Alright, enough of this, people. This is no time to be moping around. Now dry those eyes, both of you. You're the only one who's crying, Athena. Technicalities, look, we have work to do. We have to take over. Take over what exactly? Apollo Space Center case, of course. As no verdict's been reached, there's still a chance. I agree with Athena. We should pick up Mr. Starbuck's defense. I forgot his name was Mr. Starbuck. We have to avenge our fallen comrade, right, Daddy? Apollo hasn't exactly fallen. He's still alive, you know. Good. Now that that's settled, let's get going. Come on, we gotta run. Wait, right now? We better not be running the whole way. Too old for this. There she goes. I better catch up. Can you take care of the office, Trucy? Sure thing, Daddy. Let's be careful out there. In the meantime, I'm going to bake some cookies and fill up my magic panties for you. Oh, my God. Can you stop talking about your magic panties to your dad? Trucy seems to be feeling a little better. I can always count on Athena to perk everybody up with her enthusiasm. Oh, she's back. Don't mind me. Just forgot a few things. Wallet, phone, the documents, my bag. You mean everything? Sounds more like you forgot everything. I can always count on Athena for that, too. All right, you two. Let's be careful out there. And yes, she did call him Daddy. That's a whole story from the last game, Morrow. Basically, Trucy is like his adopted daughter at this point, so, you know. Trucy is basically Phoenix's de facto daughter, essentially. Anyway, okay, I guess we're visiting Rocket Man. December 19th, Detention Center Visitors Room. So our client is one Solomon Starbuck. He's so famous, even I've heard of him. Isn't Phoenix only like 24? That is actually a good question. How old is Phoenix at this point in the story? Let's see. How do I, yeah. Phoenix is not on the list. Why is Phoenix not on the list? What the fuck? Phoenix, why aren't you here? She's only 16. Look up how old he is in Dual Destinies specifically, Morrow, because he ages up as the games go on. He also might not be that much older than her. You might be right. But, I mean, like, Apollo's 23, so he's got to be older than him. There's no way that Phoenix is only 24 in this game. There's no way. There's no way. This is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Dual Destinies. He's got to be a little older. He can't be that young. He might still be in his 30s, but he's not that young. He was 33 in Apollo Justice? Okay, so he must be around that, or 34. I think this is like a year later, right? Yeah, okay, 34. That makes more sense. Okay, so Phoenix is 34, taking care of a 16-year-old. So basically, you know, if he had her at 18, sure. But remember, he's just her adopted dad. Yeah, see, it says right there, I adopted her 8 years ago. There you go. She was a lot younger then, obviously. And so was he. Anyway, sorry. A little sidetracked on age situations. Yeah, I mean, he is around our age. True. Anyway, he's so famous, even I've heard of Solomon Starbuck. That's right. He's a super famous astronaut who works at the Cosmos Space Center. He was actually up in outer space 7 years ago. You seem to know quite a bit about him. Now I'm all excited to meet the man. Oh boy, he may not be that exciting to meet, I'm just saying. Phoenix's daddy tier list acceptable. I mean, people who've played these games would probably put him on their list. Him and Edgeworth, like I said. Edgeworth is definitely like top tier daddy status of this series, though. There's probably other guys that people also would put in there, but Edgeworth is 100% on there, and so is Phoenix. But alright, anyway. We're excited to meet Rocket Man. Wow, that was the longest sigh I've ever heard. Apollo told me all about you, man. You're Phoenix Wright, Apollo's mentor, right? Yeah, that's right. Huh, mentor has a nice ring to it. Don't worry about a thing, Mr. Starbuck. Mr. Wright and I have got you covered. And you're, the new kid that Apollo told me about. Wait, don't I know you from somewhere? Huh? You mean, other than at your trial? I don't think so. I guess so. My mistake. I wonder if they do know each other and they don't realize it. That could mean something. My memory isn't what it used to be, man. My mind and body are kaput. Same goes for my life. I mean, I'm so astronomically unlucky that I had a bomb go off in the middle of my trial, man. Trying to defend me would be like trying to enter the stratosphere without a spacecraft. Yikes, he seriously got to stop depressing himself. Cheer up, Mr. Starbuck. Besides, that thing you said about entering the stratosphere. That just means we'd shine like shooting stars, right? Like shooting stars, huh? In the midnight sky? I could really use a wish right now. You know, you're right. Why didn't I think of that, bro? After all, that's what we were all put on this earth to do, right? To shine like stars. Guess I shouldn't mention the fact that shooting stars burn out in a flash. Oh yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. To the stratosphere and beyond! Yeah, I feel alive now. You can go ahead and ask me anything you want. AMA, baby. Is that really all it takes? Apparently. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, if you know. Like Smash Mouth once said. You know? Let's talk about the case, homie. So, you have no memory at all of the incident? I'm so ashamed, bro. My memory of the time is as black and clouded as a dark nebula. Still, it's strange you don't remember a thing. Are you sure you didn't take one of those anti-anxiety pills like they said at the trial? You got it all wrong, man. I told him during the investigation, too. I don't know anything about any drugs. I never took any medication, I swear. It is true I developed a fear of space because of what happened 7 years ago. And I was taking medication secretly every now and then when my anxiety got bad, bro. Having a fear of space is not something an astronaut can brag about, you know? Oh, the so-called Hat 1 miracle. That must have been a terrifying experience. But I'm still an astronaut at heart, come what may. I would never take drugs that might impede my performance just before a launch, bro. That launch meant everything to me. That's more certain than the theory of relativity. He seems like a completely different person now. This is the face of the astronaut I know. But the tranquilizers were found in your system. Yeah, see, that's the thing. But I don't know why. I'm done for, man. If you didn't take them, then maybe somebody slipped them to you? Exactly! That's what I thought. It must have been the real culprit. My medication was in my locker. Anybody could have gotten their hands on it. Maybe the real culprit also planted the detonator switch in your pocket. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I've been framed, bro. I mean, we already kind of figured this. but sure. I'll say, they even managed to plant your prints on the switch before slipping it in. It's a real possibility. Do you remember anything else that might be relevant? Anything at all, no matter how small, like about the murder weapon, for example?
Huh, that knife. I think it came from one of the Space Center's utility kits.
Utility kits?
Yeah, staff who work on machinery a lot are given these special toolkits to use. All the technicians have them, so I doubt you could prove whose knife it is.
Utility knife updated in the court record. Hey, it's Berserker. What's up, what's up? Thought for sure you'd get to catch a trial since case 4 starts with one. But I already did that. Yeah, sorry, Berserker. You always come in when I'm doing investigation sections. Last session of the game, I started case 4, and we got to see the whole trial section with this guy. And then the bombing happened, and now we're here. So, yeah, you're going to have to check the VOD for that, unfortunately. Or just wait for it to be on YouTube in, like, 2 weeks. I say 2 weeks because I think the episode Ace Attorney did start posting the other day. I think the first episode, the 5th episode went up today. So, yeah. Which is still in the middle of case 2, I believe. Alright, well anyway, utility knife got updated. It has victim's blood on it from a set of utility tools used by Space Center techs. Okay. I don't know if we'll be able to figure out whose set of tools, but we know it comes from the Space Center. That much we know. Alright, let's talk about your miracle, bro. Your miracle, bro? As I recall, your last trip into space was 7 years ago, right?
That's right, man. It was a pretty rough experience. During that mission, we had all kinds of problems with the craft.
You did? What kind of problems?
Power failure, oxygen leak, busted radio, cracked windows, loose control column. The heat shield came off as we were entering the atmosphere. I thought I was a goner, man. But I managed to make it somehow with the popsicles and ice packs from the freezer.
No wonder they dubbed it the Hat One Miracle. It's a miracle you made it back.
Space is a boundless place. That's why it continues to capture people's imaginations. But the vastness of space shows us how insignificant we are in the scheme of things, bro. The darkness just goes on and on forever, and ever, without end, bro. There was somebody else there. Nobody was gonna come save me. I was all alone.
He's reliving the moment right now.
All alone with nothing to listen to but the sound of my own breathing and hear on heartbeat.
He needs to talk a little faster so I can keep up with the reading.
I kept scrambling to make repairs, but I couldn't keep my hands from shaking, bro.
An experience like that would make anybody afraid to go up into space. Absolutely. Anyway, you just finished watching, what, the episode that went up today? You enjoyed me going, hey, it's weird that there's no fingerprints on this statue, and then pick 2 things that weren't the statue. Never. Hey, man. Whatever I picked at the time, because I don't remember that now, like what I picked, but probably should have been, like, you know, more obvious. I don't know. Sometimes you have to state, like, present the most obvious item, and it doesn't really occur to me that that makes the most sense. It's just sometimes these games aren't the most straightforward thing. I'm just saying that. But in that situation, it probably wasn't as confusing as I made it sound. It's what you call the classic overthink. Overthink. Talk yourself out of, yeah. Talk yourself out of the obvious. You know what I mean? All right. Anyway, outer space, man. Yeah, overthinking, biggest enemy in these games. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. All right, outer space. Let's talk about it. With the experience you had, weren't you dreading this mission?
What? No way, man. Of course not. Even now, I want to go up into space so bad I can barely stand it, bro. I want to shake off the Earth's gravity at escape velocity and spin around weightless.
But you have to admit it was pretty harrowing. Weren't you even a tiny bit afraid?
I was afraid. Of course I was. Still am. But space is man's final frontier. An unknown world, man. The cosmic truth is out there waiting for us somewhere.
The cosmic truth, huh? I guess there are people looking for the truth in every walk of life.
No matter how afraid I am, I'm sure I can manage. If I give in to my fear, I'll never find the truth. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up the fight, man.
One thing's for sure. Mr. Starbuck's passion for space is undeniably the real deal. Alright, well, let's talk about the homie that died then. The victim, Clay Tarrant. He was kind of like your protege, wasn't he?
Well, it wasn't a big exaggerated deal like Master and Apprentice or anything like that. But Clay did think of me as his mentor.
The mentor and the protege. What a combination they must have been.
With his encouragement, I knew I could get over my fear and go back into space, bro. But now, ugh.
Clay must have been very encouraging, huh?
Yeah, it's funny, really. Whenever I'd hear him shout, "You're fine!" I always got the feeling everything really was gonna be just fine, bro.
You're fine? Apollo says I'm fine, and you're fine all the time, too. And I always feel encouraged, too, whenever I hear him shout it.
Yeah, Clay and Apollo were best buds. They used to come visit the Space Center a lot, ever since they were high school kids. One day, out of the blue, Clay even told me he wanted to be my protege. Those two hung around the Space Center so much they were like a part of the staff, bro. One time during zero-G training, I started to panic a little bit, and the two of them took turns shouting, "You're fine!" over the radio. It was a simple thing, but it was exactly what I needed to hear.
So I'm fine and you're fine. We're like Apollo and Clay's secret phrases, huh? I wish I could ask Apollo more about Clay and their relationship now. Why can't you? Why don't you go visit him in the hospital and talk to him? I don't see why you can't. Speaking of Clay, how do you suppose he climbed down the ladder with you over his shoulder?
Sorry, but I can't even begin to imagine, bro.
But he actually did climb down that ladder, so a way has to exist.
From the freedom of space to the walls of a cell. But that prosecutor said the dark night sky isn't half bad through barred windows.
You're fine. Solomon Soul Starbuck is fine. Everything is going to be all right.
Huh?
And Athena Sykes is fine? Come on, Mr. Wright. You too. Do I really have to? Phoenix Wright is fine. I can't hear you. Phoenix Wright is fine. We'll get you back into space yet, Mr. Starbuck. Believe in your own innocence and have faith in us. Apollo believed in you wholeheartedly, and that's good enough for me. I believe in you too.
Thank you. Thank you, both of you. I'll put my faith in you. And I vow to make it back into space, bros. All I need first is a not guilty verdict.
Sure feels nice to reassure ourselves every now and then that we're all fine. Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's get our investigation of the Space Center started. Pronto. Good idea. Let's go. Alright, so we're done talking to this dude. Before we go, though, you know anything about this? So what do you think about this?
The evidence is going to get me convicted, man.
No. It's my attorney's badge. I was hoping it would reassure you that we're here to defend you. Evidence isn't just for the prosecution. It can help prove a person's innocence, too.
That's a positive spin on things, bro.
I thought that was common knowledge. Yeah, me too. Anyway, I'm not going to present him all the things right now. If we have to come back to him and present more things, I will. But for now, I say, let's move on. It looks like we need to go to the entrance. I'm assuming this is the Space Center itself, so let's get hyped to see this Space Center. I've been waiting to see this place. I knew we were going to have to go and investigate it eventually once we learned that it was a part of it was the scene of the crime, and we didn't even get to investigate it. Apollo just kind of got thrust into the trial without getting to investigate at all. So let's go ahead and check it out. They call him Space Larry Butts Alden. That's pretty funny. He did kind of remind me of Larry Butts in terms of how he looked. But yeah, that's pretty funny. Butts Alden. I like that. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center entrance. Wow, I was wondering what kind of place this space center would be. Oh, don't worry. I knew it was Buzz. Oh, did I say Butts Alden? I knew it's Aldrin. It's Buzz Aldrin is this guy's name. The original, like the real guy's name. Butts Aldrin. Anyway, it almost looks like an amusement park of the future. Yeah, did you know that they even let the public see their rockets up close? Oh, so check it out. Look at how brightly the Gaiaxa logo shines in the sunlight above this entranceway. Gaiaxa? Oh, I guess that's supposed to be like NASA. I really dig the stars and rocket motif. I really think this stars and rocket motif it's got going. Oh, Gaiaxa is in reference to the Japanese one, which is JAXA. Oh, I guess that makes sense. I didn't know what the Japanese space, agency is called. But welcome to the stream, Jalexter. I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going, man? Good to see you. JAXA, huh? Isn't that the new name of the Federal Space R&D program? Yeah, but why the strange acronym? I mean, what is GYA supposed to stand for? Galaxy? If that were it, then the whole thing would be something like the Galaxy Exploration Agency. Which, if you ask me, I'd have abbreviated to GAXA or even Gaia. I guess so. Oh, I know. Maybe the person who came up with the name just really likes the letter Y. This exchange is beginning to feel oddly like deja vu. Anyway, this place is more than just a research facility. It's also a tourist attraction. Oh. Okay, I don't know who the fuck this is, but I'm going to read that in a second. But you're doing good, Jalexter. Good to hear. It's also a reference to Gyakutan Saibon, the series name in Japan. Oh, yeah? Like the series of this series? I guess I didn't know what this game is called in Japan. I just kind of figured it had similar names, but in Japanese. Anyway, I don't know who's talking right now, but somebody's super excited about this place. Tourist attraction, don't make me laugh. It's a monument to the human race. Is it gonna be Fulbright? I'm guessing Fulbright. Nope. Galactic scooter, full speed ahead. Who dis? New character? New character. Oh god. Oh my god. Look at this fucking guy on his goddamn Segway. Look at this guy. Yikes, who's this geezer and what's he want? Okay. This guy. This must be the guy that runs this place. My goodness. Okay, what do I even do with this guy? I like that he has a fucking Super Nintendo, Mario star on his chest. That's fucking funny. Man, what do I want to do with this guy? So I was like, I guess I could give him like a he's not a pirate. I was gonna go pirate voice, but no. Like he's a space pirate, look at me, look upon me and look well. Behold the great power of space science. Yeah, he definitely does not seem like we already know that whoever runs this place is in on this bullshit. So if it's him, then it's him, you know what I mean? He definitely doesn't seem like he's going to be a nice guy, but I could be wrong. I'm just trying to think of what I want to do with his voice right now. I guess I don't have my normal old man voice that I usually do, like, look upon me and look well, behold the great power of space science. He should be an old Russian, should he? I can't really do an old man Russian, but I could make him I could just make him be an old man in general. I don't really have an old man the voice that I've been doing, do I? Not really. Look upon me and look well. Behold the great power of space science. It's like he's too big and epic for that, though. Usually people do like a Fulbright voice with older. I don't know if I could really do that without just sounding like the judge, to be honest. Like the judge voice that I usually do.
Look upon me and dwell. Look well. Behold the great power of space science.
I'll just give him high energy with the old man voice. It's fine. Pardon me, but who you are?
My glorious name is Yuri Cosmos.
All right, so this is the guy. This is the one. He did it. He did it. It's him. Or if he didn't do it, he's in on it.
I am the director of the Cosmos Space Center, the center of the cosmos.
Boss, that was pretty groan-inducing. If this person is the Space Center's director, then that means... Ah, so you were one of the first to discover Clay's body, weren't you? And who was the first to find the victim? Actually, there were two of them. The Space Center director, Yuri Cosmos, and Detective Candace Arm.
That is correct. I was honored to be the very first man in all of space and time to discover the body. With this talk of the incident, are you by any chance the space police?
You can't tack the word space onto just any old thing, you know. We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We're here to investigate his case. Oh, and we're Earth lawyers, by the way. Earth lawyers, yes.
Ah, I see. Yes, I've heard about you. In that case, by my esteemed privilege, I grant you permission to investigate. I trust you are appropriately grateful. Now go ahead, have at it.
I can already tell he's going to be nothing but trouble. Don't let him hear you say that, or you'll see what trouble really is. Let's just be professional and ask him about when he found the body, okay? We already have been a demon lawyer. Why can't we be a space lawyer now? You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Berserker. You're not wrong. Sid from FF7 would love to live here. Absolutely. That dude's all about that space. All about that space. No trouble. Alright, Yuri Cosmos, what's up? So, as director, what do you do here at the Space Center, specifically?
Defend peace across the galaxy and promote space development in this country. No matter what obstacles stand in our way, we keep going, for the sake of mankind.
I believe I used the word specifically in my question, not vaguely as fuck.
Attention all personnel! To your break stations! Prepare for break!
Oh, I get it. You just wander around and tell people what to do in a self-important manner.
That is exactly right. Because I am an important man, my manner is important.
Mr. Wright, this man doesn't get sarcasm. Well, there's bound to be some people like that here in the boundlessness of space. Oh, look. Danny climbed the door again. Hey, idiot. Hey, idiot. What are you doing? I don't understand why she does that shit. Whatever. Unless she starts meowing at me, I'm just going to let her hang out up there. I don't give a shit. Anyway, there's... Keep going.
What's that? You want to know what it is that makes me important specifically? Very well, I will tell you that I was the central figure of the Hat 1 project. You may proceed to be appropriately impressed. Now go ahead, have at it.
I might be more impressed if I knew what he did for it, specifically. Let's talk about the bombing, homie. Can you tell us what you know about the incidents from the other day?
I refuse.
What?
Explaining is a job for common folk, not the director of the Center of the Cosmos. My testimony, which will go down in space history, will be heard in the courtroom.
What? So does that mean you'll be taking the stand tomorrow?
That is correct. I will be the most glorious witness in the history of mankind.
I'm not sure if he really understands what being a witness is all about. Looks like Director Cosmos is the type that only talks about what he wants to talk about. Then let's at least try to ask him about the things he might be willing to open up about. Okay. Like Hat 1. Also, hold on. Do I gotta rescue this fucking cat again? She is struggling right now. Danny. Oh, you're falling. You're 100% going down. I'm gonna get her down. Hold on. She's hanging by a thread right now. Could you please just relax? You don't need to be up there. She's literally on top of the door again. Like she was already up there. And she was like sliding off, falling, hanging for dear life. And I'm like, you know what? You're just making a bunch of noise. Stop doing that. Daddy. She wants to antagonize Mina too. Like Mina's over there sleeping in her bed, and then of course she goes and sniffs at her bed while she's sleeping. Hope Mina punches her in the face. These fucking cats, man. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Alright, anyway. Back to the fucking case here. Sorry about the interruption. Fucking cats, I swear to God. Enough about cats. Let's talk about hats. Hats 1, specifically. The Hat 1 rocket was a rocket that was launched into space 7 years ago, correct? And despite numerous problems, it somehow made its way back home? I suppose it is part of my job to educate ignorant young folk like you. Very well, I will impart to you the complete story of the Hat 1 project. The cat in the hat one. Oh my god, nice. Why did I do that? I didn't make the joke. I wish I did now. Oh, thank you very much. Hat 1's noble mission was to collect samples from an asteroid, and Mr. Starbuck was the pilot for that flight. Eventually, the Hat 1 reached its planned orbit, from where it launched the Hope probe towards the asteroid belt. From there, the Hope probe began its long, lonely journey into the far reaches of space. Then, after a terrifying struggle, the Hat 1 returned safely to Earth. The struggle was when the incident known as the Hat 1 miracle occurred, right? Correct, and it truly was a miracle. Of course, they just had to turn the ordeal into a movie. As for the Hope probe, it did eventually arrive safely at its destination. It obtained a few samples from the asteroid and returned to Earth, but a few days ago. So what kind of samples are they? What's in them?
The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. Regrettably, we've had no time to inspect the samples due to everything that has occurred. But this puts our space development program ahead of other countries by several years.
That's quite impressive. I guess this guy isn't just a loudmouth braggart after all.
In the golden age of space development, our predecessors were successful in bringing a moon rock back. That is the greatest achievement in the history of the Space Center. The public fell in love with space and all of its glorious potential.
A moon rock, huh? I remember that being big.
Our endeavors with the moon rock live on and work with those asteroid samples. I want to bestow new hopes and dreams for the future upon mankind once again. That is my mission as the man who stands at the center of the cosmos.
I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there.
What? Bite your tongue. It's not for anything so base as money and politics. It's all for the brilliant future that awaits mankind, and all for my illustrious mission. With the recent budget cuts, my staff tells me finances are tight, but I won't hear it.
I guess even a space program has to watch its budget. By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing, Athena. Huh? Oh, well, you know, I thought I'd better brush up for the case. Is that so? Sure.
Well, I will be on my way. As you can see, I am a very busy man and a very important man. Galactic Scooter, fire up the main engine. Max battle speed and engage.
Okay. That thing is surprisingly fast. I guess we better get going too. You bet. Let's make it so. Let's make it so. All right. Well, that was certainly an encounter. Okay, so if I'm gonna like come up with a motive for this guy as to why he would kill anybody, I'm going with jealousy. I'm going with because Rocket Head Man, you know, Starbuck is getting all the fucking clout. He's getting all of the love. He's getting all the credit. Dude is jealous, and he wanted to take more credit for himself. That's just my guess right now. I don't know how true that's going to end up being, but that's what I'm going with. So he wanted to, like, basically make it look like Starbuck is discredited as some kind of killer, murderer. Don't look at him. He's just an asshole killing people. I'm in charge of this place. I should get all the credit. It's me, baby. Me, you know? That's just, I'm going with that for the motive right now. Now, if I'm way off base and he ends up not even being the murderer and all that, then that's fine. But right now, if he's the murderer, which right now, he's my only other suspect, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they introduce any other new characters. I'm curious. Very curious. But right now, he's the only one we have, so yeah. Let's talk to Athena about what to do, even though I'm sure we can figure it out for ourselves. Athena, Sykes is fine. What was that all about? I thought I'd better get fired up twice as much to make up for Apollo being gone. For starters, I thought I'd imitate him. So you were doing a voice workout, huh? Yep. You have to push your voice up from the pit of your stomach. Hold it! There's a contradiction in the witness's statement. You're really serious about this? Objection! You're lying! The true culprit is the judge! What? Then who's going to hand down the verdict? Oh, I didn't think of that. Wow. Okay, Athena. Good practice. So what do you think we should do next? Oh, that's right! What is it, Athena? I just remembered. I forgot to go running today. I was so taken up with what happened to Apollo, it slipped my mind. That wasn't what I was asking? Okay. Wow. What a crazy good conversation that was. Alright, in that case, we're off to the boarding lounge. We gotta explore this place. We got permission from, you know, Yuri Kazmos, so let's go check the place out, shall we? December 19th, Cosmos Space Center. Boarding room, or boarding lounge, rather. Also, what's with the giant space seahorse back there? So this is where Mr. Terran was murdered. There's a body chalk outline over there on the left. I just noticed it. Yeah, this is the lounge. Let's see that diagram the police made again. Right now we're in the main building here on the right side on the 3rd floor. Okay. Clan Mr. Starbuck fled here from Launchpad 1 after the explosion. You there. No admittance without express permission. We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We've come to investigate. Sorry, nobody gets in without permission. Not even the police superintendent. Can't have Detective Fulbright getting mad at me. So Detective Fulbright is here, huh? Yeah, he's in the Launchpad 1 corridor. Go get clearance from him and then we'll talk. Leave it to me. I'm great at getting intel out of Detective Fulbright. Let's see. What trick should I use on him today? I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid. So, to get to the Launchpad 1 corridor, we just have to go through that door with the blue rocket on it, I think. Wait, that door. It looks awfully familiar. G'day there, boss. G'day there, mate. This is the door Clay and Mr. Starbuck used during their escape from the launch pad. Ah, that explains it. The fingerprint system has been deactivated, so I think we can just pass through. Now come on, let's go. Well, I hope so we can investigate without, getting interrupted. Let's go talk to Fulbright, and then we'll figure out what we can actually look at. There's a robot cleaner, robot janitor, even in space, safety first. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, Launchpad 1 corridor. So this is it, huh? This is the corridor the two of them used in their escape. Yep, this is the only thing connecting Launchpad 1 with the main building. Better not turn into iRobot. I mean, that wouldn't be the scariest robot. Let's be real. He doesn't exactly have the best mobility. All you gotta do is trip him, and I bet he can't get up. Anyway, I see police tape down there at the other end. Guess we won't be looking down at the launch pad. No, sir. After the explosion, this whole quarter must have been filled with smoke. And the launch pad itself was probably a sea of flames. Must have been pretty scary for them. Now, where could Detective Fulbright be? Hey, I think that's him over there.
Huh. What should I do? Which path is the path of justice?
He seems to be lost. That's funny. This corridor is a straight shot.
Huh? Ah, it's you lawyer people. Welcome to the Space Center. Enjoying a relaxing day off, are you? Here for a little rocket sightseeing?
We're here to investigate the scene, same as you. Do you have any info to share? Boss, if he acts at all reluctant to give us information, we hit him with the whatever shall we do act. I'm sure he'll fall for it. Got it? Are we trying to catch the unruly family dog here or something? The unruly family dog here or something?
Info on the case, huh? All right. I'll gladly share some with you.
Huh? What just happened?
Detectives and lawyers seeking truth and justice side by side. I like it. Just take whatever you want from me, you info bandits. I'm in a generous mood today.
Okay. I don't know. There's something weird about Detective Fulbright today. Well, we need information, so let's run with it. If you say so. Alright, well, let's see what you have. What info do you got, bro? Crime scene. Detective Fulbright, could you give us permission to investigate the crime scene? There's an officer on guard. We can't get in. Whatever shall we do?
That's an easy one. I'll let them know over there to let you in. Investigate to your heart's content. Take a week if you need it. A month even. Shall I have some snacks delivered? One of my men gives a mean neck rub.
No. That's okay. But thanks. Definitely not the Fulbright I know. Detective Fulbright is acting sickeningly sweet. It's kind of gross, actually. Do you think he hit his head or something? Who knows? Whatever the case, it's making our lives way easier. Okay. So what happened exactly? You were here at the Space Center at the time of the incidents, weren't you, Detective?
That's right. I was here on a security assignment.
The police are required to secure rocket launches now? I didn't know that.
Yes. Well, you know us. To serve and protect. Ha 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 ha!
He wasn't here on assignment. He was here because he's a little space nerd and he wanted to watch the rocket go off.
The explosions occurred while I was here on duty, so I started leading the evacuation.
He's leaving out a lot of details, but okay. Could you tell us more about what happened?
Of course! A bomb went off on the second floor of the main building. Right after that, the one over in Launch Pad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed the visitors and employees to evacuate to the shelter.
The shelter?
That's right. There's an evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center.
Okay.
It's there for accidents and emergencies and the like.
So, where were you when the first bomb went off?
I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. The elevator wasn't working on account of the explosion. And the stairs on the 2nd floor were destroyed, so we couldn't go that way.
Then how the fuck did you get people down past... I don't understand. Then wasn't it impossible to get down to the basement shelter? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, we lowered an emergency ladder from the 4th floor window and escaped that way. It was a folding ladder, so it wasn't very stable, but at least it reached the ground. After I secured the ladder, I left to take another look around for any other survivors. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too, and headed for the shelter.
Wow, what an ordeal. But climbing down an emergency ladder sounds kind of fun. Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were very helpful.
Just a moment. I have some more information to share with you. But don't tell Prosecutor Blackwell, okay?
Wow, and Professor Blackwell usually has you on a short leash, too.
Well, never mind that. Ha ha! I thought you should know that there was a witness.
Oh, yeah? Who dat? Can you tell us more about this witness? Sure thing. The witness was a Space Center employee who was on the 4th floor. While she was climbing down, she looked through a window into the 3rd floor lounge. So she was looking into the crime scene from the outside? That's right. It was just a matter of chance that she saw something important. Not that I know what she saw exactly yet, though. You don't? But that's the most important thing of all. Ha ha ha! Don't you worry. I'll get around to interviewing her soon enough. She should still be somewhere here in the Space Center. You might even run into her. Huh. I wonder if it's going to be somebody we know. I kind of hope it is. We'll see. Anyway, Bandai is going to announce the next Tales of Remaster tomorrow. Oh, yeah? I wonder which one they're going to remaster next. They've already done Vesperia and Symphonia. Hopefully they remaster one I'll actually want to play. Like remastered, specifically. We'll see, though. Anyway, you might even run into her. A 4th floor employee, huh? Alright, thanks for the info, Detective Fulbright. Gee, you sure are being cooperative, Detective. A little too cooperative, even. Yes, well, actually, Something you can't talk about? Yes, something like that. Anyway, never mind. Don't worry about me. Well, I'll be on my way now. Okay. Sussy Baka. What was that about? That all about? Something is definitely going on. I'm going to get it out of him the next time I see him. Okay. I'm not so sure he'll talk about it, though. Well, we have permission to investigate now. Let's head back to the boarding lounge. For show, for show. You're hoping it's going to be Zillia, Tara? I'm kind of hoping it's either Zillia or Graces. They haven't done Graces, did they? Did they remaster Graces already? I can't remember if they remastered Graces or not. I'm trying to remember which ones they remastered besides Symphonia and Vesperia. Did they do Graces already? If they did Graces already, then Zillia would be the natural next one to do. And if they do Zillia, let's hope it's Zillia 1 and 2 in like a package so we don't have to have them be separate. That'd be cool. Because those are two I haven't played yet. In Graces and Zillia 1 and 2. They did remaster Graces F? Okay. It was earlier this year? Okay. Well, cool. I might use that version if I ever play the game. I don't know. I have the PS3 version and I've never played. Maybe, I mean, I'm more likely to just play the PS3 version since I already have it. I'm not sure if the remaster adds anything besides quality of life and a little bit graphical updates, but I don't know. We'll see. Alright, anyway, for now, though, back to the boarding lounge with us. We gotta go investigate the crime scene where the person was moided. Where the guy was moided.